Welcome to the Dawn of Prophecy for May Day 2015. That's 5115. High five to you. And yes, a smattering and a scattering of salt in your life, as you are the salt and light of this earth. We are living in the last days. I'm here to prove it. We get to live it. And that's predicted by the breaking prophecies of yesteryear in the Bible and today's breaking prophecies in the news, which are the headlines that match the signs and wonders. I have a special announcement today, and this is personal from my heart to your heart. I am being released from my position right here at Summit Media, where I get to be in this radio studio Monday through Friday with Duke Iona, as we are a late-breaking talk radio talk story show from 4 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, and you can keep listening to Duke Iona. He'll be carrying the flame, the torch forward for our state and for the world, but I will be released as I have been called by God. It came to me a few weeks ago. I was editing a book for Jimmy Yamada. He's pastor of a local homeless church here in the alleys of Kalihi. A little scary to go visit them. But he's writing a book about being a dreamer for God. And as I was editing that book, I thought I'd love to see a dream. And I set out a fleece before the Lord. I asked that if God was going to release me for crossing over into the promised land that he's promised me many years ago, in this 45th year of my life, then he would show me a sign. And I asked, what even would that sign be, Lord? He said, let it be resting upon what your reading was this morning. And so I was looking at my sister, who asked me the same question, and Michelle asked me. I said, well, all I remember was from the Old Testament, and it was where Jonathan was fighting in the army for his dad Saul, along with his best friend King David, well, yet to be king. And he was needing of energy. None of the troops were allowed to eat. He didn't know that. And he took a stick and he dipped it into some honey, some wild honey, and refreshed himself. And so I told my sister that's the only thing that really comes to mind. And I walked around the counter as she said, why do you even need a dream? You know God's word for you. Just move forward in confidence, whatever that is. I don't know what you're talking about. And I was moving away from her, and I went around the counter, and there on the counter were 10 honey sticks. I had never seen a stick of honey before, and my visitors from Molokai, my brother Eddie and sister Suzette, they're married, and they came to visit the week before and left us 10 Molokai honey sticks. I did not remember that. I didn't know they were there. And as I was speaking it, Michelle saw it with me, and we realized God was showing me not just the release from this show, but also 10 days. And so in obedience, and there's much more detail here, I'm skipping forward, I had to tell my dear friend Duke Iona that I was released to move forward. Now at the same time, the Lord forced me to get a passport within one day. I was busy working on editing that book, as I told you, and I didn't have time to go to the federal building and get an expedited passport, but the Lord put his foot down, and an exclamation mark wouldn't let it out of my mind, kept repeating it. So I went. I made the appointment, and I went here in Honolulu. And they asked when I might travel. My other sister is a flight attendant, and I said maybe May. It arrived on Wednesday. Thursday, I found out there was a chance I could go to London. Yes, London, England. I've never been there. It's actually been an unspoken prayer and dream in my heart to go there. As a child growing up in a third world country with a British education system, I've always wanted to go there and possibly write a book. I'm going. I've been gifted a blessing beyond belief, and I get to go. I'm going to be picked up by a chauffeur in this gift of a trip I've been given. We're going to stay in a very nice apartment, my sister Keaka and I, and it's right across from Kate's place. I asked who Kate was. I was told never to say that in the country of England, because it's Kate, the Princess of England, soon to be Queen. And we're going to do high tea at a palace. It's all very mind-boggling, and I just ask for your prayers, as it's a blessing that is shakedown, pressed down, overwhelming, overflowing, greater than I dare dream, hope, or imagine. And I'm going to go crazy. But we leave Sunday night. We are supposed to come back perhaps on the 15th, maybe the 20th. I don't know where God's leading us. But this is exciting beyond my greatest dreams, hopes, and aspirations. And I share this with you to say this. If God can do that for me, he can do it for you. Last year, he promised that we should be fearless and faithful. This year, the word was fruitful and favored, that fulfilled and favored. He would fulfill his promises, and he sure is. I pray blessings upon you and your family, as Joshua 1:9 says, "Have I not commanded you to be strong and courageous? Do not be discouraged and do not be afraid, for the Lord your God is with you always." God bless you, Godspeed, and I'll see you on the other side of the pond soon enough. Aloha. Happy May Day. Lei Day is Yay Day. Chee-hoo!